How in the hell are we all doing? Guess who's back? Let's get into that shit. How is everyone? My deepest apologies. I have tried to sit down on numerous occasions to make a video and say hola to everybody. But unfortunately, my circumstances here with my family is unchanged, if not gotten worse. A lot of you know my daughter has been very sick, and the only way we can describe it as it's a form of epilepsy. There's been no diagnosis to this whole madness. For the past year, we have been plugging away at a rehab and made very little progress. She was starting to gain some mobility back in her left side, but we're not too sure why. But she would lose it very quickly if you stopped doing the rehab for a day or two. She would lose all of what you gained. It's crazy. I don't even know where to begin. I have tried to sit down numerous of times to make a video to talk to everybody and say, hey, I'm still alive, I'm still here. But the moment I go to do it, something comes up and I get sidetracked and completely forget and just don't have the time. But it's been, like I said, it's been absolutely insane. And my wife and I continuously plug day after day after day, all night, in trying to give her some sort of quality of life. She is still bedbound. She has mobility of her right side, so there are some things she can do. We don't need to feed her or anything like that. But there's a tremendous amount that she can't do. She can't walk. She can stand for herself, but that's about it. But because of that left side not strong, she can't hold herself up without some sort of assistance. So we've been going along with that whole thing. Just go and go and go. You get done with that, and the kids are there. And you try to spend some time with them and making them not feel like they've been left out or forgotten about. You go off and you do something with them, and it's just been this cycle of rotation. My wife and I were talking about a week ago. We were chuckling. I mean, I think the most time we have spent together alone is probably 8 minutes. I don't really want to jump up on here again and just be like, life sucks. But unfortunately, last Monday, life did suck. She's been seizure free. My God, I can't, about a year and a half now. Last Monday, she went into a full-blown grand mal seizure Monday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. She is back down in Boston. She is in a coma once again. My wife is obviously down there. The kids are at school. And I feel like shit because I'm taking this time to make a video under, I hate to say it, shitty circumstances. But I wanted to stop and say hi. And like I said, I've been trying to. But there's literally just not a lot to talk about or say. because a lot of our attention is like I said, getting my daughter back to have some sort of quality of life. She has been fighting and I can't blame her, unhappy, because she wants to do things. She wants to go places. She wants to see her friends. And a lot of her friends vacated her because obviously they're not friends. They vacated her because she couldn't go off and do things with them. We did, when somebody approached us and was talking about THC, and that was something we have always kind of talked about because she does dabble in it here and there. And she brought it up, and I brought it up that, hey, THC is supposedly very good for people who suffer from seizures. Well, after going through the doctors and things like that, he did recommend, try it. But I strongly urge against inhaling. So that left like edibles and things like that. And the first time she did it, there was like, oh my God, she could actually move her left side for, a little bit up and down, and her arm and her leg. And we thought we were onto something there. But unfortunately, it didn't pan out. And we had to scrap that whole idea because of the lot of medications that she's on, the phenobarbital. Oh, God, I can't even think about it. What the hell it was. The phenobarbital, and I can't think of this other heavy-duty potent shit that she's on, was having some bad side effects with it. Nobody really saw that and didn't question it, but we had to scrap the whole THC thing. And we were hoping, and one of the things that we were doing was getting her weaned off of some of these medications. She was on 23 different types of medications. 3 times a day. Two of them were 4 times a day. And we were hoping to, explore that. Well, as of Monday, we're back to ground zero. We are back to square one. What happened this time around? I don't know if I talked about it, but there were 4 areas on her brain, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Known as hotspots. 2 of them were inoperable. And at that time, back when this all started, it wasn't much of a concern. And they were able to get to 2 of them and implant a device on her head that senses seizures and knocks them down. Well, that was working great and dandy. But unfortunately, and we don't know why, and hopefully we'll get some answers, but the seizure activity has jumped lobes, and it's now on the right side of her brain. And we can't do anything about it because they're inoperable. They're in an area where if they do go in to operate, the chances of her becoming a vegetable or losing her life are great. And that's not a chance we're willing to accept right now. There has been a tremendous, I don't know how to describe it. The only way I can describe what life has been like for this past week is like a deer looking into headlights. My wife and I are just absolutely numb. Absolutely lost. And don't know where to go, how to face it. We both agree that we'll deal with those situations as they arise. But as of right now, we are just completely shattered that this is going on and happening and all that good stuff. But that's been my life for the past year. And I do apologize. I do read everybody's comment. I try to get back to people when they do comment. But it's just been so hard to try to do a video and reach out to everybody and say hi. And there just hasn't been a lot of happiness to sit down and do one of these things and try to figure out what to talk about. I do spend some time on YouTube when I get a chance. And, go see my friends and how everybody's doing. I'm glad to see a lot of people have moved on from a lot of this stuff. And obviously there are people that have not moved on. They are still stuck in the spin cycle of the drama. And all I can say is, wow. Unbelievable. Haven't made a video in, I think, 10 months. And I'm still very much living in people's minds rent-free. Kind of sad. Pathetic. And yet my daughter's the one suffering while these morons have a whatever life you want to call it. But I don't know. Each his own, I suppose. Not much I can do about it. Nor do I really care at this point. The only thing I'm concerned about is the people that matter to me in my life. And there's been a lot of good people out there throughout the time that we've talked and said, keep them filled in and put things like that. But not much has changed in good old Bobby's world. Not much shit we can get into. I mean, I suppose I can go digging around and find something out there that I'm sure somebody has said or done, but I just don't have the time to sit down and really care. I really should, because I need a laugh, to be honest with you. I need to figure out a way to do something for me and my time and try to break away from the monotony of what's been going on. And especially now that we're back to, ground zero. I think, but it's hard. It's hard. Especially when you see somebody that you care about and love struggle with life. There's no break to it. Little sleep. But that's the price you pay when you care for people. So, but anywho, I just wanted to stop in and say hi to everybody. Just give you a brief fill-in as to the who, what, where, whens, and whys of what happened to Bobby. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I will try to put one out here and there, keep you all posted. A lot of you do ask a lot about what's going on with her and how's she doing. But, yeah. I'll try to maintain and keep a little bit more of an open connection. But, you can all find me on Twitter. Twitter? Yeah, Twitter. Jesus. I haven't even used that. I haven't used any of my social medias that much as of late. I think I was on my Twitter a little while ago and just jumped out and said hi to some people. But we communicate. And but I wanted to say hi to everyone. And hopefully this next video, when I do one, will be something a little bit more positive and But I had the opportunity now to do something and put it out there. But anywho, love to all, and I hope everyone is well. And until the next one, I will see you all later. Deuces.